Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. This is a channel where I look at Pokemon cards, primarily focusing on the artwork. But today's video is primarily an opening video. There are other things to look at, but I'm going to be opening a box of Mega Brave, which I've just received today. Excuse me. I haven't ordered a box of Mega Symphonia. I just got the Mega Brave for the time being. What I've chosen to do, and we're going to open this as well, which is Chinese, but we'll look at those in a moment. Let me just explain about this one. So what I've got here is a few cards from Mega Symphonia that I've bought as singles, and we will look through those very briefly before I open the box. You can fast forward if you just want the box opening. But what I'll do is show you those and tell you why I've chosen to buy each of those. Here are a few of the extras that I'm just showing today. So this has arrived. I collect Mienshao, and I also collect Tatsuya Uki, and I thought I'd pick up a copy of Mienshao Art Rare in German, which I've never had one before. Why is this not focusing? Doesn't feel like it's focusing. Let me just, there we go. So this is Weishu, I don't know. And it has Fustrit as an attack and Gebelter Kinhaken. So anyway, we've seen this card before in English and Japanese on my channel, but I love this artwork. I love Tatsuya Uki, so I'm very pleased to have a slight variant of that. It'll be an interesting card to have. I'm probably not going to pick up other languages, but maybe get a French one perhaps. Anyway, also got Tomoe Miyazaki's Emolga for my Tomoe Miyazaki collection, which, by the way, I have, if you saw my previous videos about this set, I have cracked and got the Master Balls of the Unpheasant line, the Pidove, Unpheasant and Tranquil Master Balls in English, so I am back up to speed with Tomoe Miyazaki complete print collection in both Japanese and English. Same here, Fujimoto Gold. I collect in English and Japanese, so I needed this along with the Japanese one. This Sandile. I think Fujimoto Gold is a very interesting artist who's done some beautiful cards. So picked up that one. Let's see what else. Oh yes, this is a very dear card to me because my partner gave it to me as a present, which is such a sweet thing to do. Yoshimi Miyoshi's Snivy. And it's very, very pleased to have this. It's come in this very weird, the seller has sent it in a hermetically sealed, I'm going to have to break it out of there at some point, but for the time being, it's staying in there. Amazing artwork, amazing artist, love them very much. Going to be a long-term collecting goal to get everything they ever do. Yeah, before we open that, let's just have a look at what I got in the way of singles from Mega Symphonia. So I got Kimura's Delibird, because Kimura is amazing. Beautiful watercolor artwork. Delibird's sort of cute. I don't like this card particularly. I mean, I don't like Tangrowth anyway, but Rend has done this. Doesn't look like typical Rend. Not a card that I would normally have had any interest in, except I collect Rend, so I needed a copy of that. Well, I got a couple of copies of that. Shibuzo has done Stuffle. I'm not a huge Shibuzo fan. I do like their work. I collect Stuffle though, so I had to get this. Don't particularly like the color choices in it, but it's an okay card. It's not something really in my yeah. Oswaldo Kato has done Lopunny. Don't like Lopunny at all, but actually it's quite a nice little sketchy drawing of Lopunny. The background is more interesting than the character, but the lighting, the strong evening lighting, heavy shadow falling. Yeah, Kato is a very good artist, and they've done a very nice job there on a Pokemon that I don't like. I do collect Baniri or Mimiroru, and this is by Uratsuka. I don't know this artist. It's of a style, graphic, white outlines, interesting. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice cut. I like the subdued colors of it. Yeah, could get behind that. Right, Kamanabe. If you watch my videos, you will know that I'm obsessed with Kamanabe. 10 out of 10 top tier artist. Chikorita is not a Pokemon I particularly like. Never have. Warmed to it, but that is just some amazing artwork. Love it. The shadow work on that is great. Just the whole framing of it, the feel of the woodwork, everything. Brilliant artist. Bought 4 copies of that. I will be getting that in all sorts of languages as well. Another artist I just am blown away by all the time is Nisimono. Slightly lurid color palette, but amazing artist. The framing of that, the composition is just brilliant. Background, incredible. Bayleaf, like Bayleaf. I don't like Chikorita or Meganium particularly, but I think Bayleaf's cute. It's got some copies of that. The Meganium is by Ikigami, who's very good at foliage and leaves and flowers and stuff. Very nice, like that a lot. This is by Komatsu, and it's Shackle, and I just bought it because I quite like it. Koroimori has done this Ninjask, and it's a simple enough card, simple enough Pokemon. I wouldn't have known that was Koroimori if someone hadn't told me. But it's an interesting card, nice card, memorable somehow. Haru Akasaka, very memorable, very obviously Akasaka, very distinct style. They've done Delmise here. It's okay, yeah, like that. Kuratuso has done Litleo. It's okay, nice enough card. Ghidorah has done the Sizzlipede. I quite like it, like the drama of it, the tilt of it, nice enough card. Ghidorah's a good artist. Shiburingaru has done the Center Scorch again. Center Scorch cards are all a bit the same, really. They've all got that same dynamism and fire and drama, but it's a nicely done card. Chiyu's by Gemi. I collect Gemi. Very nicely done card. Not perhaps the most memorable, but very nicely done card. Amazing Tairakitsu. That's just classic Tairakitsu in the line work and that slightly opaque milkiness of the background. But the precision of her work is incredible. I assume Tairakitsu is female. Maybe they're not, but I think they are. I get the sense that they are, but maybe they're not. This is Akagi, who I sort of collect, and it's Intellion. I don't particularly like it, I'm afraid. Himeno, wonderful artist. Love the light in this. Just brilliant. Not a huge Snom fan like most people. Most people are huge Snom fans. I'm not. But I think the light on that is very nicely done. And Himemaru is just such a lovely person. Saboteri has done a very strong Magneton. I like this. I like the fact that the Magneton's quite small in the image and heavily outlined to pull it away from this slightly fussy background. Like that very much. Compositionally very strong. Takumi Wada has done Raikou. I love Takumi Wada's artwork. I love Raikou. I don't like this card. It's horribly compressed. The body looks concertinaed up. There's no length to Raikou. It looks wrong. Other than that, the background's quite nicely done. The composition's okay, but it's just Raikou itself is just not well done in that card. Sorry. Tono's done this Pachirisu. It's quite sweet. Saboteri has done a Kadabra. I don't particularly like it, even though I collect Saboteri. Bantujo has done the Alakazam. It's nice enough, somewhat forgettable. Satama has done Curlia. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best Curlia cards you could. Look at the background. Look at this background. Look at the choices of the colors, the lack of outlines, the impressionistic. Yeah, I love that against the light. Great card. Toechi has done this Spoink, a Pokemon I really do not like. But the background is incredible. The laundry on the lines across the alley, it's a slightly overdone trope, as it were, in presenting street life in an Asian city. But Spoink is bouncing on a line of clothes. I rate that card very highly. Kojiichi has done Grumpig. Quite like it. It's got that sort of Deco-esque quality. Yep, nice. Matazo, love Matazo's work. Can't stand this Pokemon. This is Houndstone, I think it's called. And I don't have a lot of positives to say about this card. However, I do like the fact that it's sort of got a blurring effect going on, so that there's almost like the only bit that's in focus is where your eye is drawn to the actual character. So interesting the way they have blurred the foreground flowers. Narumi Sato doing Grivard. Likes like Kimura here. Very similar art style, illustration, beautiful watercolor infills. Very, very nicely done card. Hyoganosuke has done Beware. I love Beware. It's an okay card. Quite like the uplighting, the shadow across the top of his nose. And then best last, the best card that I'm showing you so far. We've got the Latios here by Unnori, which is a flawless piece of illustration by one of the great artists we have working in the TCG right now. I will talk more about that in an Unnori video at some point, but wow. Right, so let's just do this Chinese pack. Now, why I've got this is just a random one-off shot in my attempt to get a few common cards. I think there's a Herdia, and if there is a Herdia, there'll be a Lillipup as well. How do you get into these things? Is there a tear strip? There is a tear strip. I've never opened a pack of Chinese cards, so I thought I'd get a thick pack of this set, just to see if I pull anything that can go into one of my collections. If I don't, if it's a bust, it's not the end of the world. So we've got Miki Tanaka, not particularly interesting to me. Shibuzo, nope. Pony Kobayashi, nope. Koiki Saito doing Belly Bolt. Love Koiki Saito, but yeah, I mean, I don't need a Chinese print of that. This is an interesting little card by Scav with the weather vane being a little rowlet on top of that. Nice card, nice artwork. Don't particularly need it. Korea, collect Korea. Lovely card, beautiful lighting. Nice card, like that a lot. Right, okay. Collect Rockruff. So that little card by Jerky will go into a collection somewhere. Tika Matsuna has done Ordino. Kodama has done Scavillain as a holo. It's a nice card, nice artwork, but I wouldn't choose to buy it in Chinese. Garganical, the Cape. Shin Nagasawa has done Scyther. Doesn't look like I'm getting any of the cards I wanted from this. So Tsuchiya Gunjima, I think I can see Jerky's Pidgeot coming up. Or not Pidgeot, Pidgey, I think. Isn't it? Yeah, okay. No, don't like it. Okay, so it's an art rare. Pidgey. It's not my thing. But it's an interesting card. Sekio, love Sekio. I wish they would commission Sekio to do cards again. Bombardier is not a Pokemon I like at all. Kichiro Ito has done Brambleghast and Altaria. So didn't get any of the doggies that except for Rockruff. Didn't get anything that I particularly wanted out of that. Bit of a bust. But there we go. Okay, moving on to the main event after 14 minutes. So it's going to be a long video. I don't care. You can pick and choose whether you want to watch it or not. You can fast forward to this point and just watch this. What am I hoping to pull out of here? Well, to be honest, I really am. I'm hoping to pull the Lily, not because it's the most valuable card, because the value of cards doesn't actually matter to me, but it's because I collect Satoma, and if I don't pull the Lily SAR from this box, I ain't getting it. I'm certainly not buying it for the price that it will go for, and therefore my Satoma collection will be incomplete. It already is because of the fucking Mew from China, because I'm not spending £20,000 to £30,000 on a Mew to just complete my Satama collection. But anyway, we're not talking about that today. We're going to have a look at this. This is Mega Brave. And Lucario is on the cover, is the main Pokemon represented in this set. And what I will do is I will open them. I'll put the bulk back into the box. But we're going to see whether there are any cards in here that will go in my sets, and I will tell you what I think of them. So here we go, pack number 1. And we start with a Shroodle by Osare. It's okay. Shinji Kanda has done a Sandshrew. I'm not a fan of Shinji Kanda's work, but actually I quite like that. I think the actual scratchiness of the illustration of Sandshrew works very nicely there. So not averse to that one. Sonosuke Sakuma has done Corfish. It's a bit forgettable. It's okay. Stungener has been done by Ariga. It's somewhat forgettable. And we've got whatever this thing is. I'm afraid I don't know, and I can't read the kanji to tell me what it is. It looks like an abandoned factory or something. I don't know. Which one? We'll do this pile first, actually. No, we'll do this one. Okay. Next up. So if I were to pull the Mega Absol by Arita, I've already bought a couple of copies of it on order, so I don't need that, but I would still be pleased to get yet another copy of it. We'll see what I get. I'm not gonna think too far ahead. So Scav has done Spearow, and typical piece of Scav artwork or their line work is very, very recognizable. Has that sort of slightly scratchy quality, open quality, bit wobbly lined. It's very nice. Decent Pokemon, and it's well illustrated there. Something coming up in this pack. We've got Onyx by Uta. Very forgettable card. Sorry. Uratsuka has done Thievel. And it's interesting, but ultimately probably forgettable. And here is our SR, or at least one of them, because I think we get an item as well. We'll see. And it's the Mega Lucario, not the rare one by Furusawa, which I would have liked to have had, but yeah, like it. I like that card a lot. Like from a design point of view, it's by Takuyoya, and it's I like the image of Lucario in the background, and here's his Mega form in the front. The colors are dynamic, very nice. Yeah, I'm not upset that that's my pull. Good reason not to be upset. We've got the other Uninori from these sets. I don't like Shiftry at all, but this is an Uninori, and therefore it is fantastic. So that is a hit for me. I could do with several copies of that, please. Maybe I'll get 3. That's my guess. I might get 3 Shiftries. But even if I only get the 1, it's a Shiftry by Uninori, so I'm pleased. Right, Winter Wanderer has done Numel. It's somewhat forgettable to me. Jerky has done Makuhita. I don't particularly like it. Uirabi has done Tinkatink, and it's somewhat forgettable. It's okay. Competent enough. There's a Bell by Toasty Beach, and we've got Stungener again by Ariga. Grafai by Suke. It's quite good. Yeah. Knackley by Soso. Yeah, very nice. Soso. Yeah. A little bit sick colouring, sort of nauseous colouring. I don't know. I'm not sure I would choose these particular tones in the background. Keiichiro Ito has done Tinkatuff. Tinkatuff. It's somewhat forgettable, I'm afraid. Satama has done another card here, and we've got the Ninetales. Love the layout of it. Putting it side on profile with this curl like a wave washing over the top with the tails, and the simplicity of the look in Ninetales' face there. It's a simple enough card, and I think it works brilliantly. That's better than I thought it was going to be. I am impressed by that. So we're going to put this down here. Oh, I really wanted this because this is Furusawa's version of Lily, and I love Furusawa's work. They're such a clean, dynamic cartoonist, and that's about as good as a Lily card can get. It's lovely. It's simple. It's light. It's got a little bit of movement in her hair. Yeah, really like that. Think I prefer that artwork to Satomo's expensive one, but haven't seen it in the flesh, so I wouldn't know. And I'm not. I mean, Lily is Lily to me. She doesn't actually do anything for me. But there we are. Right, Score Bunny by Svelte, somewhat forgettable. Hungry Clicker has done Riolu, and it's somewhat forgettable. It's okay. Hyoganosuke has done Bulbasaur. Looks a bit chunky in the face. Makes it look a little boss-eyed. I like the flowers. Don't actually like the representation of Bulbasaur particularly. Why am I forgetting what this thing? Cinderace. It is by Rend. And as same goes true of the other Rend card that I showed, which was the Tangrowth. These just don't look like Rend to me. I don't know what they're doing differently. They just don't look like Rend. And they don't... it means nothing to me, really. Oh, God. Okay. Gumshoes by Shigenori Negishi. I don't like the Pokemon, and I don't really respond positively to the artwork, I'm afraid. Really not something I care about. Nickit by Tsuchiro Gunjima. Don't particularly like it. Okubo has done Tyrogue. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, that's even better in person than I thought it was going to be. Okubo is just excites me. Their artwork excites me. Their layouts, they're dynamic. Really, really good card. Sabateri has done Fiero. I quite like it. I like the bold outlines. I love Sabateri's work. Yeah. And we've got an art rare here by Ikeda Saki, doing Mikaruge and or Spiritomb. Yeah, I like that. I mean, it does. I think it's supposed to be lily pads, perhaps here, but it looks like slices of lemon to my eyes. But yeah, I like that. I like that. And Crawdaunt by Kawayu. Now, some of Kawayu's work in the last few years has really let me down. Well, they don't let me down. Hasn't appealed to me. And this falls into that group. I don't feel that Kawayu is doing their best work at the moment. This seems a little muddy, a little subdued. It's not dynamic enough. It's not interesting enough. It's got nothing positive I can really say about it. It's a card. It's a representation. I'm afraid it doesn't really work for me. So we've got some disappointments going on here with Kawayu and Rend, and some of the others. That maybe I'm just in a bad mood. Who knows? Takumi Wada, love their artwork, as I said earlier. They've done Ivysaur here. Love the vegetation in this. Low camera angle looking up under Ivysaur's chin makes it look a bit chinny, a bit full in the lower jaw. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Not flawless, not wow, but it's okay. Takeshi Nakamura. He's done Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul? Is it Gimmighoul? Yeah, go. Yeah, Gimmighoul. Yeah, I quite like that. It's got that sort of cool, shadowy hot summer day out of the sun and the light catching on the coin on the floor. There's a story being told there, bit of pipe work in the background, plumbing. Yeah, nicely done card. Tinkerton by Toriufu. There's a number of artists who have a sort of similar dynamic style. I mean, Anasaki Dynamic, Ghidorah. I actually quite like that, but it's not a card that I'm going to find very memorable. And I don't know what that is. It's a potion or a spray or something. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Kimura has done Vulpix, who looks a little bit chunky. The background's a little generic for Kimura. I think Kimura has done much better backgrounds. That's just a sort of like generic Kimura background. It's well-painted representation of Vulpix. It's not particularly strong. Toxicroak by Hasuno. I don't particularly like it. Ooh. Mikayu has done... what's this thing called? Turns into gumshoes. It's called Young Goose. Young Goose. There you go. I actually like that. It's got a feel of a Kubo in some ways about it. It's quite flat though. It doesn't really truly give the depth. The perspective on the floor under Young Goose's feet doesn't look quite right. It looks a bit flat. And we're going to make a camera up here, having a good old shout about something. And that's 5-ban. It's a card. It's whatever. And then Ciaya has done Garganical. It's somewhat forgettable. It's okay, you know. Yeah. It's a hard Pokemon to do anything very exciting with or appealing to my eyes. So. Right, sorry, this video is going to run way too long, and that's just what you're going to have to put up with. Takeshi Shiraishi? Takoshi Shiraishi, yeah, has done Nuzleaf. Don't particularly like it. What's this thing called? Knuckle Stack, or I don't know, Kadama. Don't like it. Don't particularly like it. Yasukuni with their hyper-saturated colours. I actually don't like this artwork. It's not a Pokemon I like either. So, and Ishikawa has done Surge, which is all right. It's okay. It's just a representation of Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge, Lieutenant Surge, whatever. Depends which country you're in. Now, the Spara has done this Execute, and I think it's really, really good. There's been a number of Execute cards recently that have really impressed me, and this is another one. Yeah, very, very lovely card. Like that a lot. Don't like that. All right, the Reboot is by Narumi Sato, and I really like that. It's not a Pokemon I warmed to at all when it was revealed, in the games. I thought it was a bit silly with its polar neck sort of thing. But there's been a number of cards that have really blown me away. So, I mean, Rika's one, for example. But, yeah, very, very beautifully drawn. Very good. Akagi's done Yveltal, and that's very good. It works very well as a holo. Yeah, like that a lot. And Volcanion is by Ghidorah, and is a good card. It's good artwork, it's dramatic, but it's ultimately like a number of other Volcanion cards. It's not one that I will be particularly returning to as something I want to look at. It's okay. Competent art. Yokonosuke is Bulbasaur again. So we'll stop at anything that's new. Dialga has been done by T0, and she's done a nice representation of Dialga. That's all I can say about that. It's well painted, it's correct, and the bell. It's evil. Okay, C-Dot has been done by Miki Tanaka, and I don't like it. Now, who is this artist? This is Imoni? I don't know. I can't. You have a look at that. Can you see that? Just hope it's focusing on that. I don't know the artist. This plant is done nicely. Background's nice. Don't particularly like the representation of sand slashers, anything. It's okay. Gossan has done Hariyama, and it's okay. It's not going to be very memorable. Naoki Saito has done Celebi. Actually quite like it. Yeah, quite like it. There's a lot of good in that card, but it's a very limited color palette, really, though, isn't it? There's only yellows, greens, blues. There's nothing even approaching the red part of the spectrum, except perhaps there's some sort of salmon touches of salmon pink in the under the wave there. But interesting card. Nice art. I like it when people do side-on views like that sort of have a more graphic quality like that. Very good. Like the Nine Tails earlier or whatever. So, what's anything new here? Yes, we've got Krogunk by Matazo with forced perspective here. And they've chosen to do sort of odd little, almost hairy lines of movement on the fist. And I don't think it works very well. It's a very ugly Pokemon. The background's very nicely painted, but it's ultimately not a particularly strong bit of Matazo artwork. Mega Marwile by whoever this is, CG Works. It's okay. I like the finish on these cards though. They've got a sort of gritty quality of texture, and then there's a bottle of pop or something. Energy drink. Who knows? And ultimately, who cares? Ooh, now this is interesting because Koike Saito has had so few commissions in the last couple of years. Well, I can't even tell you what the last card that they were commissioned to do was. They've done some stuff in Pocket and stuff, and they've had reprints of stuff. I was worried that they were going to be dropping Koike Saito as a regular artist, either through his choice or their choice. I don't know, but it's lovely to see them commission him to do Miltank again, which was one of the first Pokemon he ever illustrated. This is another take on it. It's interesting to see how his style has changed somewhat, but the original Miltank was such a strong classic piece of illustration. It's hard to say that this could ever come close to it, but very good card. Oh, okay, we've got Tomomi Ozaki being given Mars Shadow. I like that a lot. So that will be going in my Ozaki collection. Very nice. And we've got another Urinori there, so let's fish these out. I'm going to keep out the ones that really interests me. I did not think this video was going to be this long. Sorry. We'll try and whiz through a few more of them. Look for new ones. So we've got Mingo doing a different Spiritomb. It's okay. Solrock by Whisker, don't like it. Sorry. Don't really like Solrock or Lunatone. As we say, love this one. Don't know what that is. Looks like a jar of leftover coins or something. I don't know. Nothing. So on to the second pack. Second stack, and hopefully these will go somewhat faster because there's unlikely to be anything I want to stop and talk about. We still need a couple of art rares. Okay, here's our item card, and it's the energy drink bottle or whatever it is. I don't know. I think these are nice additions. They're more interesting than a gold card, I think, to have a bit of colour in them. But ultimately, they're not going to be that rare or valuable or interesting to people. So they're a thing, aren't they? They're a thing. Sort of on the level of those when they did that one a box energy, hollow energies a couple of years ago. I've got another copy of the Lily. Very nice. So I don't think this box is going to go down in history as a good box of cards, unless I pull another pull. This is a very dull lot of cards, and that's okay. Okay, Golden Go by Tada, Yoshihiro Tada. Don't like it. Sorry. I don't dislike it, but couldn't say anything particularly strong or positive about that. Right, we've got another art rare, and this is Miname Take, so I needed this. I think I may have already bought it for my Take collection, which I only collect Take in Japanese. And this is the Spiro. It's nicely done. It's a nice little study of some Spiro's preening. It's okay. Yeah, it's not blowing me away. It's a nice enough card. And I'm pleased to have another copy of it because I need it for my Take collection. So, it would have probably been better to have one that I haven't bought, but then if I haven't bought it ahead of this, then it's because I didn't actually want it. Got a Mega Absol here, and it's very, very forgettable. And another Ononori. Ta-da! That's very nice. Can never have enough Ononori. All right, Steelix by Anasaki Dynamic. It's all right. Doesn't really do anything special for me. Nice to have another copy of that. Okay, got about 10 packs left. Unlikely we're going to get much more than one art rare. This will be a new thing, but there might be something. Okay, so we've got the Marshadow by 0313, and there's a Pikachu in the foreground with its shadow being cast backwards. Yeah, as a piece of design in the Deco school, very strong, very strong. Love that card. Yeah, very pleased to have that in my collection. So that's a win for me. That one, yeah. Oh, there shouldn't be much more in this box, if anything, but we will see. Got Raboot. Another copy of that. So nothing new. It's only the second copy of that we've had. It's the first card we had out of the box, and I think that's only the second one we've had. Nice. Lily again. Like that a lot. Two more packs after this one. The Venusaur by 5-ban. It's a Venusaur. Well, it's a Mega Venusaur. Final pack. Lunatone by Whisker. Bit more successful, but still no. No. So there we are. That is the end of that. Sorry for the long video. It's a poor box. I would give it 2 out of 10 maybe, for what it could have, the potential of it. It's not a complete disaster, because I actually quite like these. And we've got 3 copies of Shiftry by Ononori, so that's going to make me happy, and a couple of Okubo Tyrogues. That keeps me happy. And my actual box hit, although it's just a boring SR, not an SAR, I do love Lucario. I quite like Mega Lucario, and I like the design elements of this, so I'm not too disappointed by having pulled this. It could have been far worse. They could have been one of the really dull ones. So it's not a disaster, but maybe 2 or 3 out of 10. Probably 2 out of 10, I should think. So there we go. That is a look at Mega Brave. I'm going to be buying all the singles, except for the Lily, which I just can't justify, of anything that I feel I didn't pull from this box that I wanted to have in my collection. But that is the video for today.